Kingdom time. Today I've got the Luke Skywalker Force FX Lightsaber. Oh yeah. So stay tuned, guys. I am so glad that we are back.
Hey,
Yeah.
to be here today. Welcome back. This is Kingdom Corn.
The kingdom is now officially lit. What is good? Now, once again, thank you guys for clicking on my video. Let's get right into this pretty cool review. As I had mentioned, I have got the Force FX Luke Skywalker lightsaber. I will tell you guys that this is the saber that I've really been wanting the entire time. Yes, finally. Woo. Look at that bad boy there. Now, I don't want to jump to conclusions. That is why we have a video being made. I'm going to go ahead and go over the details. We are going to make sure and see if this thing really holds up to the even increasing prices to all these lightsabers, all these toys, anything from Hasbro, basically. Hey, but that conversation is for another video. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the back of the box, because what I looked at a glance, this bad boy is loaded with all types of features never even before seen on a Force FX lightsaber. Do they match up with some of the third-party sabers? We're gonna just check that out and have a look-see, shall we? And while I go ahead and take a look at that, I would like you guys, if you guys like my channel, I know I've been gone for a while, but if you guys want to know when I do finally drop videos, then it would be easy to do this if you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way this kingdom can stay lit. Without you guys, I'm just like, woo! But when you guys are here, woo, it gets lit, y'all. Yeah, so I'm not gonna hold you up anymore. Let's go ahead and get to Jedi swinging. Yeah. I'm a little hyperactive today, y'all. Now, just looking at this box, it's pretty cool. Me, I would tell you guys, I'm not too concerned about the box. I'm not one that takes these and holds them forever. This is not like a collector's item for me. I mean, can you guys imagine if you were walking down the street and then all of a sudden, execute order 66. Yeah, then you guys are all screwed. I like to wield my sabers. But let's just go ahead and check out all the features here on the back. I mean, this thing is jam-packed. We have got progressive ignition, battle clash effect, advanced LEDs, authentic lightsaber sound effects, blaster deflect effect, wall cutting effect, removable blade, dual effect, display emitter, real metal hilt. I love that real metal, and a display stand. I hope it's the good one. As far as what the heck are all these features, of course, we're going to get into them. That's why I just kind of rushed on through, and I don't want this video to come out too long, but just going over it real quick. Some of the newer effects: wall cutting effect, dual effect. A lot of these are completely new, only to this Force effect blaster. If you go back to the previous Luke Skywalker one, I'm pretty sure that most of these features are totally absent. So there is a higher price, but also there are more features. Will those scale and balance each other out? I don't know if you can tell by the look on my face, but you already know my answer. We'll see. Okay, guys, I have got the tape already loose, so woo! All right. Whoa. Okay, here it is, free from the cardboard. I can see the blade over here. This must be the extra display emitter. We will get into that shortly. Display stand clearly. Oh yeah. And the force is strong. with this part right here. And a cool manual. Hopefully we don't have to go too much into it. If so, I'll do that off camera. Okay, I have in my hand here, this is the display stand. Not quite sure if it is metal, like it says that the actual hilt is, but it definitely feels metal. This is the same display stand that actually came with the Rey lightsaber, except this part was actually already on here. This is the other piece, and you simply clip that down in there just like that. And here is your way to actually vertically display your cool Jedi weapon. Yeah. Here is another piece that came in here. This would be the actual piece where you can actually screw on your blade. Here we go, guys. In my hand, the Luke Skywalker right here, right off the rip. I can say that this thing feels pretty big, pretty clunky for a Jedi weapon. I mean, if you want to be agile, I mean, look how big this is in proportion to my body. Good gosh. I mean, can you hold this on your hip? This thing take up my whole leg. Woo. As far as the materials go, it seems like this thing is pretty neat. I can see that this began to screw off really fast. This is clearly metal, but it's actually very lightweight. I've heard of cheap plastic, but Hasbro have really created this cheap solution of metal, which is just crazy. It is to be expected, I guess, but it is very a basic design. You can actually see just how over the top smooth that this actually is. I mean, this is definitely a special type of smooth. It looks almost like it really is from some other galactic empire, another planet, because here on Earth, not many natural materials really are gonna come out to be this particularly smooth. Just look how my fingers just glide over that. I'm going to show you guys the other piece. This is the one, I believe, that is for the display only. This is how it looks for the display version. This cannot have a blade attached to it. It is basically a prop for a replica type of deal. But this one is the piece that you actually attach on if you want to actually wield these weapons. So you can see a pretty good difference in here. This would be more movie screen accurate if the whole thing actually was a bit smaller. I'm just pretty sure Luke wasn't just I mean, the force is strong, but I'm sure they will want to conserve their energy and not use all of it just to hold this big weapon up. Luckily for me though, this is Hasbro and it's not nearly as heavy and legit as a real lightsaber probably would be. So I could wield this quite easily. It is light, but it also really is metal. So I am going to be having this one on. It is actually even more bigger, even more clunkier than it would be if you just had this piece on. So this piece right here, very clickety. I assume this is probably either going to be the ignition or it is going to be the effects, blaster effects, deflect type of effects, whatever it calls for. Maybe depending how you hold it down or where you press it, depends on what type of action that you would get on here. And right here, there is this black button and this moves up and down. Now, I am pretty sure that this is most likely the actual ignition, but what I'll be waiting for, I'm going to unscrew the bottom here because supposedly that is where we will insert these double A batteries and get some real Jedi power. Let's get this lit up and take it to the kingdom. Yeah. Now, there was a screw. You have to unscrew this one screw only, and then you're going to move this up and that will free you up to insert your 3 AA batteries. Whoa. Bam. Check out those words here. This blade is labeled so that we know whose lightsaber this actually is. I mean, look at how many people are trying to just claim his name. I would think I would need to mark my territory too. Not gonna name any names. Rise of Skywalker. Seems like this goes in a different way than some of the other ones. So first, this comes off, and then you stick the blade in while this is still disattached. And after it's in, I suppose you are going to drop that on. Calm down, buddy. And here it is with a blade. Now, I have no clue how this looks with that green screen behind me. Yeah, I'm sure not very good. I'm amazed at how light this thing is to actually wield. I mean, this feels like I'm holding plastic or even paper at that. So it is kind of weird and unnatural just how light this saber is. This might be the lightest lightsaber that I've actually owned to this day. I have the Darth Vader, I have the Rey Skywalker. So this is definitely lighter than both of those sabers, but it sucks because lighter would make this easier to swing around, except that the way that this is built, all clunky and huge, that does not make for any good swinging. It feels really awkward, really unnatural with this big part right here involved. It just seems like, I know I look funny doing that, but now, hopefully, this thing will look a bit prettier when I light this bad boy. Oh, wow. This definitely does have that smooth ignition. Let's go ahead and take another look at that. Nice. Ready? Oh, man. Very smooth, very quick. It is not smooth to where it lights up and goes unnaturally slow. The Rey Skywalker ones is also smooth, but it's kind of slow to come out. This one, I'll go ahead and do that one more time. Yeah. So I want to go ahead and rate the way that the ignition is. I will give that a, compared to the other ones, this is the smoothest, best ignition I have seen any of the First Effects lightsabers that I actually have. It comes out fast and it goes back in extra slow. See there? Pretty neat, y'all. Yeah. Okay. Now you guys saw right there all the racket it was doing while I was moving this around. So that brings me to the sensitivity. I'm going to go ahead and move this around a bit. Hopefully you guys can tell and see just how the sensitivity on this thing is built in. Will it be too sensitive or will it not be sensitive enough? Oh wow, I moved very slow and I heard that. Nice. All right, now I can see that when you begin to move this thing a bit fast, then it starts doing all that extra stuff. I feel like moving it slow, this thing is very sensitive and that is really good just for slow movement. Yeah, but don't move it too fast because it will start doing a bunch of stuff. Now, as for the stuff, there is this button. Ah, that's what I thought. I assume that would be the deflection whenever the blasters. Let's kind of awkward there. It doesn't move when you press it. Watch. Hold on. Okay, it's working now. Sorry. The button being here, you can't really do tricks and press that button at the same time. That kind of stinks. Now, let's see. If I press this in a different spot, if it does something different. I assume that can be a clash effect. If you smash your saber against the saber of a Sith, then yeah, this is made out of metal, so I assume it can handle a good drop. Hopefully. Ow! Function. What the? That was wild. Will hurt you. Other than that, not nearly as bad as I thought, y'all. Except for that problem. All right, so I had a pretty, surprisingly fun time swinging and wielding this Luke Skywalker Force FX lightsaber. It is, as I mentioned, the best feature is just how light this thing and weightless this thing is. It took a little bit of getting used to, but once I did get the hang of this bad boy, then this thing really just had me feeling like a master Jedi. Ooh, yeah, I am ready to use that Force. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. I had a lot of fun. The whole point is that I hope you were able to have just as much fun as I was. So as far as do I recommend you go buy this Luke Skywalker Force FX saber? Well, I mean, I would say that it is quality. It's made out of real metal. I have already, as you can notice, dropped it a couple times and I don't see any dents. I don't see even very many scratches. This is built very smooth, so you can tell that the craftsmanship was pretty dang nice. It is, again, very clunky for a saber, but if you're really just going to put it on display, then that won't be any type of issue for you. Pretty much all I really have to say about this lightsaber. It's beautiful, and for $300, I would say you do get your money's worth. Still pricey, depends on your budget. Maybe when it goes on sale, this would be a pretty nice little piece of art to actually hold. I will be keeping this. I know Luke wasn't around for the big Jedi extermination, but if that was to happen now, whew, don't try me, Emperor Palpatine. Hey, the Force will be strong with this one. I hope your days are great. Go and love on your friends, your neighbors, even do something nice for a stranger today. This is Kingdom Corn. Until next time, we are out of here. Stay lit. Yeah. Yeah.